Hi everyone and welcome back. I really hope you're all doing okay and really well. Okay, so today's video is going to be all about my doll's fringes and how I fix them, which might sound a little bit weird because you guys might know that, but some people do ask me how I do fix my doll's fringes, and I thought I would do some videos where they are like smaller tutorials and I can help you guys out with things you might not know, even though they might be simple. You guys might not know how to fix it, and I can show you my techniques and my tips, and tricks. I wanted to say them both at the same time. So yeah, I thought this might be a helpful series or like videos that I might make. I'm not sure what else I can do, but like smaller based tutorials about fixing things. Guys, I'm rambling. I have no idea what I'm saying. But basically, I'm going to fix up some of my doll's fringes. I have different ones here to show you. And if you guys want to see this, then of course, stick around and we will jump into it right about now. Okay, so if you guys watch me on a regular basis, then you will know I just uploaded a big Bratz doll haul. And I had lots of dolls in there, and some of them had fringes, obviously. And I have the Flashback Fever Jade to do today, and also the Funk Out Dana and Funk Out Jade, because all of these have different fringes, and I thought I could give you like tips on different kind of ways I fix different fringes. So these are the dolls I will be making over today. I want to quickly say before I jump on with the video that these dolls don't have the worst fringes I have ever seen. I've had worse ones in my time, and you guys might have worse fringes at home on your dolls, but these tips do work on any kind of fringe that is messed up, so you can take this and do what you want with it, but basically these aren't the worst kind of fringes you will ever see on dolls. There will be a lot worse ones you might come across, but like I said, take these like little tips and put them into your own life, your own dolls, and they should work for you. They've always worked for me. So yeah, let's just carry on now, and I will go to my bathroom and we will fix them. Right, so I am in my echoey bathroom, and I am sorry about the echoing, guys, but I can't do nothing about that. I said it before. So I have all the dolls here ready to go into the sink and be cleaned, and I will do that the same as always, but I do have something new that I have been using instead of using the washing up liquid or the dish soap, as some of you guys may know it as. And this works better and smells better, in my personal opinion, than the Tesco one I was using. Okay, so this is my new thing that I use to clean my dolls alongside my baking soda, which I always use, as you guys know. So this is the Care X Moisture Radox Antibacterial Hand Wash. Now, this smells like pure and utter heaven. It smells gorgeous. And when I wash my doll's hair with this and then use my conditioner, girl, you better trust and believe their hair smells like an absolute freaking angel. It is everything. Like, I can't even explain to you how good it smells. It's so fresh and like, whatever, it's good. And also it is antibacterial, which is always a must when cleaning up secondhand dolls. So yeah, I will use this with a toothbrush. If you guys haven't seen me clean my dolls, I will link 2 videos down below where I clean them, so you guys can see that, but for the sake of the video and time, I won't do that today. Okay, so before I even wash them, I'm going to separate their fringe from the rest of their hair. So on this Jade, she has like these longer bits down the side, as you can see here, and it is very important to separate this, because the second their shorter hair gets like, all like tangled up in the longer hair, you have like more of a harder job getting it out and like fixing it later on. So I like to separate it now. So I will take my comb, and then from where she's rooted in her fringe, I will begin to brush that down. Now these can be pushed back in if you get some of the longer hair. And this probably seems really obvious, but trust me, when you are washing them and then you come to do their fringe, it makes all the difference separating it like this. And I will use an elastic to keep it separate. So now everything is separate. I'm going to wet her fringe like so. Like that. And I'm going to take my elastic. I will take one. I took 2 there, never mind. Okay, so I will take my elastic and I put it like over their body like this. then I get it to just over their ears and I let go. And I will of course remember to cover the fringe. Now this will hold the fringe in place whilst I wash the rest of it. And this makes it a lot easier in the long run, trust me. So that's my starting point, and I will go ahead now and do that to Dana, and we will do it to Jade also. Okay, so I'm in the middle of cleaning my dolls, and I realised I am doing something different to how I've shown you in the past. So normally I would like boil wash my dolls, like clean it with this, then I would boil wash them and then conditioner. But recently, oh, and this is just like baking soda, guys, not dirt. Yeah, I would normally just do it that way. Now, recently, I have started to clean the hair, then condition it, then boil wash, and then condition it again on all my dolls. I used to do it on my nylon dolls because their hair was so bad. I did that anyway. But more recently, I have started to do it to all my dolls, and trust me, it makes their hair so much softer. Oh, and also, guys, if you want to clean under their fringe after you put the elastic on, then pull it back and kind of leave it like here, like a headband, so that this is still separate and you're not merging the two. So then I will simply lift it and scrub underneath, and then this also gives you an opportunity to clean the fringe while you do it. So I will use a toothbrush and I will kind of brush it downwards in the, you know, way it's supposed to go, and that will clean that, and then you can obviously rinse it off. And that allows you to clean both the fringe and the face whilst keeping everything separate also. If you have quite a difficult hairstyle, I always advise to separate the hair in the bits that it was in already. So I have separated these two parts so that I know where to go when I put it back together. Okay, so I have put the dolls into the boil wash water. Now, I would normally do this in the sink, but because I am filming another video right now, I have to use the sink, so I have put them into here. And as you can see, I have put her fringe into, or her bangs, sorry, whatever you want to call them, into this elastic because her hair was so matted that I had to, like, you know, unknot it. But I will put that elastic back over it when I have boil washed her, and then I will show you what else I do. So I will leave them here for a little while, and yeah, that's what's going on right now. Okay, so it's been about 2 days since I last filmed anything for this video, and the reason for that is I filmed doing her fringe at the night time and the lighting was terrible, basically unwatchable. So this is how it turned out. This is the actual Flashback Fever Jade you guys have seen earlier on in the video. So this is how I did her fringe, and this is my second Flashback Fever Jade. I do have 3, and I'm going to do this onto her because her fringe was bad. I am sorry that this isn't the same doll as the beginning of the video, but you guys can understand I did not want to upload a video with really bad lighting, so I'm going to do the same thing onto her. And yes, so let's just jump into it before I ramble for like days and days. So yeah, let's go. Right, so I will start by showing you guys what you will need, okay? So you will need a spray bottle of water, then you will need some hairspray. This is the Schwarzkopf Got To Be Glued hairspray. This is the best one for doll hair I have found. Then you will need some hair gel. Then you will also need an old kind of toothbrush or a new one, but make sure it's for doll hair and not your teeth, okay? Then you will need some scissors. Then you will need some combs and some watered down hair gel, and this is a mascara spoolie, and this is a must when you are doing fringes, okay? Make sure you listen to this part. You will need these. They are very cheap on eBay, so grab some. They are called disposable mascara ones, and make sure you get some of these. And this is everything I will use. Of course, not all of it on one doll, but these can be used for different kind of things I will do. So let's just like jump into it before I talk for ages. Okay, so for the first step, you are going to need your scissors, and I know this can be quite scary for some people, but I am going to cut her fringe, and don't panic because I'm not going to hack at it. I'm going to cut the hairs that are longer than the fringe needs to be, okay? So you can see here that some of her hairs are longer than her actual fringe, so I'm going to take my spoolie and brush her fringe down flat, and then I can look and see what needs to go. So I will take my scissors and be very careful. You want to take your time, and I'm cutting off anything that is too long or shouldn't be there. In terms of cutting her hair, I would normally do it after I have washed them, but because she has sat overnight, her hair has gone dry. So this is where the water bottle comes in handy. So I'm going to spray her fringe like so, because I want to be able to see what I'm cutting. So I'm going to brush it down again. Now, like I say guys, you want to be careful, because if you are like, you know, a perfectionist or like things perfect or have a little bit of OCD, you can get a little bit scissor happy too quick and ruin her fringe. So you want to take it bit by bit, really make sure what you're cutting needs to be cut and you're not just getting like a bit, you know, over the top and carried away. So that's what I like to do, because I can do that, trust me. So now I can see more clearly what needs to go. So I'm going to go back and start cutting away. Guys, I cannot express to you enough how important these two things are, okay? So the hairspray and the spoolie are what are really important. Now, a lot of you guys on my Instagram, on my videos, have always complimented my doll's fringes and asked me how I did them. That was kind of what, you know, encouraged this video to happen. But this is the main thing that I use, okay? So you want a really good holding hairspray and a spoolie, and this is going to make it stay girl and look so freaking good. So don't skip out on this step, okay? Everything else you can do, but like don't skip out on these. And this is where it's going to get really important. So I'm going to cover my spoolie in hairspray, like smother it, okay? You want a lot of product. Then I'm going to get her fringe. Now I am going to turn her away, but all I am doing is brushing it through her fringe. But I want to see what I'm doing so I know it's like how I want it to look. So I'm sorry if that's annoying to you guys, but I will show you in a moment. Then of course you want to remove the elastic, so I will cut that off like so, because we won't need it no more. And this is how Jade's fringe should look. And now she looks so freaking snatched in my personal opinion. So I will bring her close. So this is Jade's fringe, and I know the lighting is a little bit crappy, but I will insert some better pics and like video clips later on. Up next is my Funk Out Dana, and I have already done her ponytail, and her bangs or fringe, whatever you want to call it, is being held down by the elastic still. So basically I'm going to cut some of her hair as well, which I know again can be quite scary, but nothing to worry about. All I am doing is, so on this side they have some long pieces which I don't like, and I'm going to cut, and then the same on this side. Now I have tried to separate the longer pieces onto this side because I know that's where they should be, but because of the way she was rooted, this piece belongs here, because if I pull it over then she has a gap missing. So all I can do really is cut that down, and that is what I'm going to do. So I will kind of show you what I do, basically just gonna cut it. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so her fringe or bangs, whatever guys, go in this kind of like angle. So I am going to take them like this, and again, be super careful, take your time, and I am going to cut away what I don't want. So I am taking away that, getting rid of that. Then I can see like all these longer wispy bits, and I'm getting rid of these. And I am basically making it more neat so that it doesn't look all like uneven and jagged. So yeah, and I do have another Funk Out Dana which I did this too, and she worked out really well. So I know exactly what I'm doing, so don't panic. Okay, so now that's all done, I'm going to take some gel onto my spoolie, and I'm going to add quite, you know, a generous amount, not too much but not too little, onto my spoolie. Now I'm going to take this right from where it's parted all the way down. because I want this to stay. Like, this doesn't want to move, okay? I want this to stay put. So, let me do this, like that. So, as you can see, we want it to look really neat and stay in place. Well, I do anyway. This is all my taste in doll hair, but of course, guys, do what you want to do. This is just my kind of, you know, little techniques and tips and whatnot. And of course, I have to use some of my hairspray, so I will spray my spoolie, like so, and then go over the gel to make sure this is really locked in place, and that it's not going to stick out or move around too much. I mean, it will move a little bit, it will have a little bit of, like, you know, movability, but it won't be so out because, yeah, no, I'm not into that. Like, when it's all, because this hairstyle is so unique, sometimes it can stick out, and that ain't my kind of cup of tea. And now we have Funk Out Jade. Now, guys, I do have to say that I am sorry, because basically, in the beginning of the video, I said that I was going to do dolls with different fringes, and I didn't know that the Flashback Fever Jade and Funk Out Jade had very similar fringes, if not the same. And I am so sorry about that, guys, but what can you do? Anyway, I am going to speed through this process so you guys don't have to watch the same thing over and over and over again. And yeah, I am sorry about that though. And there you go. So now you know, if you see a photo on my Instagram and you think, how did he do that to the fringe? Now you know what I do. So yeah, guys, I'm going to jump back to past me to say goodbye. And there you have it, guys. That is the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a lovely comment. Don't forget to click the notification bell. I always say that so quick. And of course, subscribe to me if you want to. And yeah, I hope you can learn something from this video, and I hope you can, you know, implement it into your collection and your dolls. And yeah, guys, so thank you for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next upload. Yeah, I keep saying so let's just go. Bye, guys.